Back, we continue on the Borders and Borders hotline of the Sports Call presented by Allegheny Health Network. Bob Pompeani, Ron Cook, and we are joined right now by Mary Kay in Munhall. Mary Kay, you're on the air.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Gene. I'm usually a baseball caller, but I'm telling you right now, I am so upset with the officiating in the NHL.
You're not alone.
I don't think anything is ever going to be done until somebody is paralyzed or gets killed. And that's my opinion.
Well, I mean, something, you saw that cross-check by Kunitz last night.
Oh,
Thanks,
my
Mary
God,
Kay.
it was awful.
Yeah, but I mean, there are other things that go on, and you're right. We've seen incidents like that over the years in college hockey and things that can happen, Ron. You hate to think that something like that would happen and that nobody calls anything and then it's allowed. I think you got to take almost a zero tolerance on some of this stuff, and unless they do, it's just going to continue to be a part of the game.
Yeah, and the excuse always is it's playoff hockey. It's playoff hockey. Well, to me, a foul is a foul. Call it. I have no problem with that.
All right, let's go out to line 2. That's Harry in Colliers. Hey, Harry.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Ron. I just listened to you on the radio here. Hey, I'm a homer, and I've always been a homer. I love the Pens, and I love the Steelers. And I know you guys don't believe there's no national bias, but they do stalk up the other teams a little more than.
I don't know what everyone is listening to. I don't look at it that way.
Yeah, well, that's where I look at it. And these sports announcers, like Ron there, we'd have been out. We wouldn't even got past Washington. And I would like to know what them announcers would say. I wonder what Nashville would give us for the Flower now. Because I think we're going to win it in 5.
Right.
They don't have no goaltending.
Yeah, they do. They have a guy who's won a lot of games, and now the Penguins look like they own him at this point, and that's going to be an interesting development in Game 3. If he should rebound and they win that game, Ron, I think it's a whole new series. There are too many people who are saying this thing's already over.
I
never go there because I see too many weird things that can happen. They said the same thing, most people, when the Penguins had lost Games 5 and 6 in the Washington series and forced to go to Washington to win a Game 7. How many people said that's over, Caps win? And it didn't happen.
Oh, I agree. Now, I think the Penguins are going to win. I said in 6.
I do too.
I'm going to stay with that. I don't think Nashville's going to come back. But to say that it's over already, start planning the parade, I can't go there. I just can't.
Jerry in Hatfield is on the line. Hey, Jerry.
Hey, Bob, Ron, hey, I got a question for you. I'm going to interview you as if you were Mark Fleury, okay? You're going to win the Cup this year, and that's back-to-back, and I believe you won one before, so that'd be 3. You'll have your name on a Cup 3 times. You have a year left or so on your contract.
No, he has 2 years left.
Okay, 2 years. Why would you want to go and stay here?
He doesn't have any control over it. He doesn't have.
Would you want to have your name on a Cup maybe 4 times?
It's not his choice. It's not going to end up being his choice.
Okay, and if they want to keep him, the Penguins, but he's still going to play, and he could be like a Cliff Stout. You know what I mean? He'll go out.
It's not football. It's a different thing, and they have this.
The guy wants to play and wants to be an everyday goaltender, and he's not going to be an everyday goaltender here. The coach believes in Murray, and it's awfully hard to argue with that when Murray won for him in the minor leagues and won a Cup for him last year. If I'm Sullivan, Murray's my guy too, and I love Fleury.
I do too, but I also think it comes down to what makes sense here, and you have to convince Marc-Andre Fleury to drop his no trade, no movement clause. If he doesn't do that, then he'll likely be traded someplace else before it ever gets to that, I think.
And I think that will happen.
Another goaltender who they can expose. We got to take a break. Back after this.